The morning show. Callers, Vroly. Great morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys
people.
doing? Great.
Thank you for joining us at 11 a.m. every single Monday to get what's happening in the news, trending topics, exciting things happening.
Yes, sir.
All right. The big question in the air. The whole world, Coachella right now is going crazy.
Yeah. I feel like it's not as crazy as it used to be though.
No?
Nah, bro, because I remember like back in the day, like all the celebrities here, like all the celebrities were here, and I would like see a bunch of like Instagram photos, everybody being here, blah blah blah. Like I don't see that now, like not as much. I saw like the Young Lean and like a couple other people, but that shit ain't how it used to be.
Before we get into it, how did you guys feel about the lineup?
The line.
Not good enough for me to pay and go like
No?
I usually do.
I mean,
What about you, Vroly? Because I know you like a lot of different music.
Yeah, I think the lineup is pretty good. I think it's pretty good, man. It's like it's because it's not like a Rolling Loud where it's all rap artists.
But it
you know?
used
Yeah.
to be kind of not. I mean, it wasn't
what I
like
kind of
Rolling Loud, but it
miss.
used to be like.
like Blondie's going. You know,
Yeah,
One
it
way
used to be
or
like
another, you know. It's like they're bringing up what I did see on the lineup. They are bringing back a whole bunch of like old school like bands.
Yeah.
It looks like
but
they
I kinda
spent all
miss-
their
yeah, I
money
feel like
on
back
Bad
in the
Bunny.
day, like it was like pretty. It was diverse, but it was like pretty like there was a lot of good people to see. Like the last time I went to Coachella, like dude, I saw so many good artists. Like my money was worth it then, but
Yeah.
like for this year, I don't think it was worth it.
It seems a
for
little
me.
bit super mainstream now. Like before, I would see like all these like little artists and people and like
Yeah.
little nuggets of like, oh, what's that? Or oh, I know that artist. He's kind of like on the rise right now. Now I kind of
think-
feel like it's like they've like
think Rolling
raised the
Loud-
bar.
I think Rolling Loud
Yeah.
might have stole like a lot of the rap artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I still
I don't
miss
know.
Coachella for having that like little small tents with like the little bands and
They had like a bunch of cool DJs
Yeah.
and stuff. That's
The
what I'm saying. It's
DJs, bro.
changed,
The Yuma
bro.
tent.
Like
the Yuma tent. That's what I'm like. I
think
don't
about
know.
Coachella back in like 2014, 2016, 2019. Like them shits were gas, bro. Those are some big years. But there was also that whole controversial thing with the owner.
Why? Oh,
Because he's an anti-LGBT or
he is.
Really?
Yeah, I think
I
there was
didn't know
Dude,
something
that's
that
like
came
the
out.
total opposite of like Coachella.
Nah, I know,
like
but I
rainbows and
don't-
fucking
yeah, like
good energy. It's like how the
yeah,
fuck are you
like don't
homophobe?
totally quote me on this. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I remember
But-
seeing something like that where people were like, "Oh yeah, don't support Coachella because of that." Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find it up on the internet.
That's a little weird.
I
That's a
didn't.
real
I
thing.
did not know that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can't support.
That was, that was a real thing. So
Nah.
there's people that might be like not on that anymore because of
I
that.
feel like I still haven't gotten a grasp of like what Coachella is because we like, live within the same proximity of the city. It's like I don't know. I feel like it's not real to me. Like, it's like
yeah, like
I
it
can't,
is, but it's not like how
perceive it.
everybody else sees it. It's way different than we see it because that's like we're locals here. So like
yeah.
like Coachella's cool, it's always been cool, but it's like that's in our hometown. Whereas everybody
Yeah.
else, like, people drive states, people take
They
planes,
see the windmills.
people
People
take trips,
travel, bro,
people
for this
travel to
stuff.
come here. Whereas,
It's like we grew up
like,
here.
bro, that shit's around the corner. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
drive there.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the perception because I bet a lot of people come in and they're like, dude, the desert's so fucking crazy, bro. The mountains, it's so beautiful out here. The windmills, the palm
Yeah.
trees. And I'm just, and like for me, it's like everyday life. I'm like, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to go like, but that's also because we live here.
Yeah.
It's like people that live in the woods and stuff like that. They're probably like, dude, I hate the woods because you're around that your whole life. But me, like, I've never really been around that, so I'm like, I'm trying to get to that. Yeah, it's just like, yeah.
Dude, I was
opposites.
watching like old videos, Daft Punk, all these legends in Coachella. Dude, it's
Yeah.
like Coachella's always had like a history stamp on
Hell yeah.
everything, dude.
I just think
Tupac
it's
hologram,
The Tupac hologram. That was big.
that was big. I remember
That was
that.
really big.
the biggest artist. all
I
came
just
to
feel like it's
Coachella.
not as big as it used to be, which is fine. I don't know. I do think like shows like Rolling Loud and stuff like that stole the show.
You think it's taking over?
Yeah, I
You
think
think
their
so?
lineups are. I mean, even though it's more like rap kind of based,
Yeah.
I think their lineups are just ridiculous. Like if you look at a Rolling Loud lineup and you're into rap and like hip hop and stuff like that, the lineups are always crazy. They have so much. I mean, but they also have like other, they got bands and other.
I mean, yeah, but you also got to think about it's
Genres of
the biggest hip hop festival. So
that's
it's,
what I'm saying.
Rolling Loud.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course they're gonna get the biggest artists and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's-
it still might not hold up to like people that say they performed at Coachella and then people that say they performed at Rolling Loud. Like I think Coachella still has that like weight where it's like, oh shit, if you perform at Coachella, you're big. You know, it's like
Yeah,
Rolling
no, I
Loud is
would agree.
Rolling Loud's still newish, and if you perform there, it's
And that's
like,
what I'm
oh,
saying. It's like if you're not into like rap or like hip hop and stuff, it might not be for you. Because that pretty much that's what the lineup is for the most part.
mhm.
Whereas Coachella is more diverse. You have DJs, you have different type of bands, you have rock bands, you have indie bands, you
Yeah.
have
Mhm.
rappers, all kinds of different artists. You got Bad Bunny and Childish Gambino, and I don't know. I've seen a bunch of. I saw it's like the only place where you can see like Ariana Grande and YG like at the same spot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
shit like that. Like that's
If that
It's
is
funny.
totally true. If you guys did want to go, who are the top kind of picks you guys choose to see? Did anybody
Go
interest you
to
this
where?
year?
Oh, this year?
Yeah, this year. Did anybody
Oh, but
interest
like
you?
Metro.
Metro was
Metro.
oh,
Yeah, he
Metro
went
Boomin.
in this weekend. I believe he brought out 21.
21 Savage.
Future.
Wow.
John Legend, which was random. The Weeknd. So he brought out. He's not a rapper, so he's forced to bring out some artists.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Metro
Metro, and
Boomin.
stuff like that.
That guy John Legend's like always making his way into something, dude. I seen him at
I think
like,
he's just an OG. Like he's just I'm not even like a fan like that, but he's an OG. He's just putting in his work, his time. He's got his
Been around.
bangers. Yeah, he's been around.
honestly, I didn't really like the only person I would have really wanted to see was like Rosalia. Rosalia and like maybe
I'm trying to think who I
Suicide
would've
Boys,
wanted.
but like
Oh, Suicide. Oh, Bones went too.
Yeah, I would have wanted.
nah,
Yeah,
don't
Bones
tell
went.
me that, bro.
Bones went, but
did
they were in a separate tent. Like, you know how like the Handkind tent.
Bones
Okay.
was there. Really?
Bones was there.
No
Method Man
way.
and stuff. They're not on
Oh
the lineup.
wait, you're saying
Oh, he
Bone
got brought
Thugs.
out.
No, Bones.
Oh,
Like, Bones.
like Sesha Water
Sesha
Boy?
Waterboys?
Bones.
Nah, yo, that's
Yes.
kinda
I didn't know that. I didn't
That's
even see
crazy.
anything on that.
I
Yeah.
didn't even see his name.
I
No,
would've-
but he's not on the lineup. Like they have like have like
Oh.
separate little tent, like the Handkind tent, say like the little vodka tent, like a
Yeah.
Ciroc tent. Like it's like, but he's only going this weekend, and then next weekend is gonna be like a whole set of different artists.
I would have liked
Man,
to see,
I would've loved to see
like
that.
Suicide Boys.
That's crazy.
That seemed pretty cool.
I was watching the live
It's
stream.
gonna get pretty
This is
turned.
pretty
good. Yeah.
I didn't watch it at all.
I wonder. I mean, from what I've been hearing, people are saying like it's the biggest, like busiest Coachella.
Really?
That's what I've been hearing, bro. That
Damn,
it's
really?
pretty like lots of people, like crazy. But
Really? That's crazy.
I think we're leaving out the part that Frank Ocean's actually gonna perform. And he
That's
doesn't
a big
do
one.
live shows. I think
Yeah.
the last show he did was like 6 years ago.
That's a big
So
one.
it's
that's
like-
crazy.
That's like pretty
it's
rare to
huge.
see him.
Yeah, whenever he comes out, everybody's always like, "Oh my god, we gotta go."
Yeah.
Frank Ocean.
I think that's today too.
it is today.
I could see that because like Rolly said, he doesn't even perform really.
Mm-mm.
Barely, you can't even see bro outside. Like you think Cardi mysterious, like that bro is really like in the cut, not being seen
The OG Odd Future.
for real.
What do you guys think the next step is for like concerts or like because we talk about Coachella, Rolling Loud, all these things. I mean, if you talk about the history of or festivals and concerts and stuff like that, it's like transition from being mic and stand and stage to we seen an old Jimi Hendrix concert the other day.
Yeah, and they had like
On
flags and
YouTube.
stuff.
Yeah, and then now it's like millions of lights and LED screens and performative arts with dancers and lights. It's like I don't know. Like
I mean,
if
we've
there was
seen
a next
also.
step
Remember
where-
the ones we were seeing, like the big European festival, like Skrillex, and the stage
Mm.
production. Like, if you think Coachella or any of these Rolling Loud, like their stage production's crazy. Like, look at these European.
the European ones are great.
Those
crazier.
are disgusting. How much money is put
Yeah.
behind that shit? Because like, yo, that stage production is insane, yo.
Yeah.
They probably got hundreds, thousands of lights and like just
Dude, have you seen those? I
Speakers.
forget what they're called, bro, but it's basically like basically the hologram stuff, right? But like
Mm.
they're using it in festivals where it's like you'll see like floating whales and like random stuff in the air.
That's
and
tight.
it's like holograms instead of like
That's my big
lights.
thing about like festivals, concerts is the stage production. Like if there's a lot
Yeah.
going on, there's fire, there's smoke, all this extra, special effects and stuff like that. Visuals, like I love that type of stuff. Like I think it makes the whole show and the experience like more enjoyable.
Yeah.
I agree.
But that kind of stuff just started happening
Mhm.
because if you would see like festivals from early 2000s, it's just a stage and
Yeah.
That's what we
that's
were
it.
talking
But
about. Like
now
the-
it's
yeah.
more, but it's kind of crazy to think about what's gonna happen next because it's kind of like what is next, Like
Yeah.
what could possibly be more than hologram wells and stuff flying around.
Well, we might just all be standing in one section with our VR goggles.
Have you seen?
imagine.
I remember that this was in I think 2019 at Coachella. They had a tent where, it was at Coachella. You put on like headphones So like the actual tent is silent
Oh,
and all the
yeah.
music is going through the headphones. You know what I'm talking
Whoa.
about?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember they did that in
It's like a
2019. I didn't,
silent party or something.
yeah, it's like a silent party where it's like
Yeah.
it's actually dead quiet, but everybody has headphones and like you're just going crazy.
Everyone's all connected and
Yeah.
shit to the same.
That's kind of dope.
It's kind of different.
Bluetoothed
dude.
up and
I
shit.
didn't go to it, but I remember like that was the thing going on.
What if like, dude, I just imagine like festival goers like for Coachella in like 50 years or something. It's like, dude, we're going to Coachella. And then they go into their fucking bedroom and they just like put on their headset and they like grab their little fucking things and they dress up their avatars and they're all like dancing in the fucking
no.
virtual world like this.
That's
And
scary.
like, yeah,
Yeah, that's scary.
with their headphones on.
I kind of like being like, bro, if you catch me like at a show, like I might take a video or two but to be honest, whenever I'm at a show, like I don't even whip out my phone. Like I'm just so in the moment and enjoying the experience, you know, like, cause there's also the group of people that have their phone out like the whole time. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bro, how do you really enjoy the show? Like, I get you're recording it, but like realistically, like how many times are you gonna go back and like watch that whole video that you filmed?
I think it's fine to record, but if you're there the whole performance just like that,
No, some people be doing that.
like bro, like
Yeah.
at that
Some
point
people
it's
be
like,
doing that.
like what
That's
do
what
you-
I'm saying. Some people
Bro,
be
get my
doing
phone
that,
off
bro.
my face, man.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
get me wrong. I'll take a video or two, but like the whole thing for me
and
is
then
like
they
the
go back
like a
home and they're
Snapchat
like,
clip, at
no, I
least.
was really there, and then they're just like reliving the account on their phone. They're like, you're just
Yeah.
like, bro, what?
But also like I don't know.
Were you really living? It's just fucking
I really be in the moment with the shows. I love that stuff for real.
yeah. I was watching videos that Ruben posted, fucking cracked out people in the stands.
Dude, I went
Fucking-
on Instagram live with him
You did?
when he was watching The Weeknd. Yeah,
the weekend. Oh my god,
and we could hear it and stuff. We're all just like chilling. I was like, bro, I don't even need a bracelet. Shout out Ruben.
dude, that guy, the
I'm
weekend's
turning
a
up
freak,
and shit.
bro. Did you see the video of him like flicking his tongue and shit into this fucking stand?
No, but you
He's
know the
like-
girls love it.
He was like that, like for fucking 10 minutes
Oh,
and shit, or not 10 minutes, but a long ass time.
It was on a good one.
Yeah.
It was on a good
With like
one.
the red light on him, he looked all mysterious. And I was like, yo.
Maybe he was on
Yeah,
that.
what they say in one of the live comments? Bro looked like he about to go to war or something like that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
always wears his fucking bulletproof vest and shit.
Got the goggles and everything.
Dude, this is a great thing. I think I've told you guys this, but a question for the audience. What do you think the most streamed song in the world is? In the world.
I remember you telling me and I forgot.
Okay, you
Isn't
guys
it like a
forgot. Did you
Weeknd song?
remember?
No,
Okay, good. So
It's
what
a
do you
Weeknd
guys think?
song, isn't it?
No, I'm not going to tell you, but what do you think it is?
I have no idea.
What would you
Gangnam
think
Style.
it is? Gangnam
Actually,
Style?
no. I think it was like a.
No,
I
that's
remember
the
we
most
talked about this.
watched-
It was like a Prince song or something, or Michael Jack. It was a Michael Jackson song.
Okay.
I can't remember
what
what
song.
Jackson
What'd you
song.
think? Thriller? What song?
No, it's not Thriller.
Okay, so you think
It's
Michael
one, it was
Jackson-
one that he was when from the Jackson 5 though.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
In the streaming era, a Jackson 5 song is the most streamed song.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think the most streamed song is? Probably?
But also we talked about this, so I feel like that's where I got it from.
Damn. I don't know. I feel like it's like a trendy song.
Oh, it's like Yeet. No, no.
It's like
It's
nah. I feel like it's
Gangnam
like a
Style.
trendy
Well-
song, like something that had to dance to it or something. I don't
Right.
know.
Well, the most streamed song with like I think it was like no, it was like billions of views or billions of streams. It was a Weekend song, and it was
Oh, dude, I was right at first, man.
it was Blinding Lights.
Oh,
That's the
true.
most
I remember
streamed
we
song?
talked
Or
about
no, it might have not been Blinding Lights, but I think it is Blinding
No, I
Lights.
think
but
it was Blinding
it's one of
Lights.
those songs. It's like his most popular songs, and it has the most streamed ever.
Yeah, bro, you told me no when I said.
And
The
it's like,
Weeknd.
how does the Weekend? I mean, obviously he makes great music. I kind of enjoy
Yeah.
his music sometimes. But it's like, how does he outcompete like you said, Michael Jackson, Drake, Kanye? Like that's kind of crazy. A Gundam Style. Like these are all like huge songs.
But that song was like I remember it was super viral. Like I remember
Yeah.
hearing it so much on everything.
You couldn't go
it still
anywhere
plays.
without hearing
it still
it.
continues to play on the radio like today, and that's why I think it is. It's like
When was it even released? Like,
I think within the
Couple
last
years
5
ago.
years. Yeah.
damn. I mean, because I know it wasn't the last couple years.
It's like
or has it?
Is it?
Yeah.
It was either that one or Save Your Tears.
No, I
But
think it was Blinding Lights.
Yeah, I think it was Blinding Lights. But which surprises me because it's like, I mean, huge artist, but like I said, it's like, how does he?
Yeah, you
outcompete
wouldn't
all
think
these
that
people?
honestly,
Yeah.
because like when I think of like let's say Gangnam Style versus that song
Mhm.
in my head, Gangnam Style it seems like revolutionary. Like I remember that shit was like so annoying to me, where I was just like, dude, I can't get away from this.
But okay, so that was a great little thing, and I kind of want to segue into this. It's like if he is the most streamed person in the world, what does that say about streams, and then also like importance and legacy, and like because it's like there's bigger people than him, and some people would argue that there's better people than him that are way bigger, more successful. But he
Yeah.
has the most streamed song, so like, what does streams even mean? in the conversation of
Just
like,
popularity.
yeah,
Because streams is like you could have 1 million people stream a song one time, and you could also have 500,000 people stream the song twice. You know what I'm saying? And it's still the same amount of streams.
I don't know how the streams go honestly, but just
Basically,
the
I was saying
idea,
for
just
one
the
person,
idea.
you could have like one person stream the song once, or you could have one person stream it twice or
Yeah.
over and over.
No, yeah, but the question is like, okay, say you sit here with like 1 billion streams, and Vroly sits here with 1 million streams, but like Vroly is the most like well-known, successful, like even possibly richer than you, and you have the most streamed song. So what does that mean for streaming? Like, what's the importance of streams, or like what's the value on streaming? Like, is it just a level to gauge like how well a song is
I think
received?
I think it's just it's all opinion based. If you like the
Yeah.
song, you're gonna listen
Yeah.
to it. You know, because of you're thinking about a more successful person. That's like, how do you say it? That's on paper type of thing. Done more
Yeah,
things.
that's-
'Cause
it's almost like
you
a
could be a
viral-
one hit wonder.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's almost like a TikTok viral song versus like, you know, a regular artist. It's like maybe their song has way more streams than your song, but doesn't mean that it's necessarily better or that they're more successful than you. I mean, we saw, bro, like not even saying names or anything, but like at the last show we were at, you know,
Yeah.
numbers don't lie. You know, that girl has more numbers than everybody, but
Perfect. Let's talk about it though. We have to inform them. So
go.
we went to a show in Santa Ana with Israel's Arcade because we're big Israel fans. You know, we love
Yes,
we love
sir.
Arcade. And within the lineup was an emerging artist. I forget her name, but she had over 3 million streams on TikTok.
900,000 listeners or something.
900,000 listeners. Huge girl. Basically, her song blew up on TikTok and it kind of catapulted her. But she was an opener before all these, you know, bands and musician artists that were like only had like what?
Yeah, numbers wise, like she was
90,000
on top of everybody.
Dude, she fucking leveled the playing field.
Yeah, like she was. Yeah,
But honestly, like I don't think people really noticed her or like cared for the music. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's just
yeah, it's also different, bro,
biased
because it's
opinion.
like we always have this conversation about TikTok, but it's like a weird thing. It's like you could have something go viral and people like it for, you know, the memes and stuff like that. But you also, it's like, do these people really care about what you're doing as well? Or
Yeah.
do they just, you know, like the song or want to use the song for a video?
And that's where I'm kind of mad because it's like if streams just means your song is very good and easy to listen to and I want to repeat my, you know, listen and continue. It's like, do they care about that or do they care about like the person and like, you know, their whole catalog of stuff?
I think
I
it's
mean, yeah, you're building they're building a fan base around the song other than the person, you know.
Yeah.
So
because I feel like that girl could have probably sold that. I mean, if she didn't cut a deal, I don't know what we're doing low key, but I'm pretty confident she could have cut a deal for that song.
Dude, from
like,
what I heard, she barely got, I mean, I don't want to say the exact number, but she didn't get a lot of ticket sales.
yeah,
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, 3 million streams on one song, 900,000 monthly listeners, and you can barely sell tickets. Like, I mean,
that's
I
what
think
I'm
that's
saying.
the greatest example of,
yeah. And it's not saying that she couldn't do it. It's just saying that like that's why the internet's kind of weird. Is like there might be people that just like that song and just like don't really care, or there's people that just like that song because it's like viral.
I think it's that the viral, and then people that listen but don't really care.
Yeah, because I'm also sure that there is people that came across your stuff and do care, but it's kind of like that split. Like, yeah, it's like having an overall audience. But yeah, numbers like stream stuff like that. I feel like that doesn't really matter. I feel like it's like what you're building, and like at the end of the day, it's like the fan base you have. You know,
Yeah.
like those people with those like cult like followings. You know, diehard fans. I feel like that's ultimately what you want.
What do you think Coachella, you know, the panel of black suit fucking men and women at the table, what do you think they try to look for when they look for artists on their lineup? Do you think they go for streams or obviously, you know, they got to pay them. So do you think they're working within a budget, but like,
Yeah, they're definitely working in a budget.
yeah,
but do you think their gauge of who they get or is based on streamage or like cultural importance?
I think it's more on
I think it's like cultural importance. I don't think they really go off
cultural
streams at all.
importance. You think so?
Yeah, I feel like it's cultural importance and also like popular artists.
Yeah.
But I don't think they go based off of streams. But if I also had to guess, I'm pretty sure they're working with a budget, and I feel like they probably get their headliners and the top people first, you know,
Of course.
within their budget, and then everything else kind of falls in line like
I feel
regarding
like
what they have left.
that's Coachella now, but I feel like back then it was more up and coming, and then you have your headliners that already
Yeah.
made their name. But back then it was more up and coming, and now it's more just culture importance, like you
Yeah,
said.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
changed, bro. Like exactly how you said. Like that's what I was saying. Back then, it was like you had up and coming, like all kinds of different artists. Then you had the big heads. Now it's like it's just different.
Because even back then, like they had Bad Bunny in 2019, and the crowd wasn't big. He wasn't nearly as what he is now.
Right,
You know,
dude, I forget
was
about that,
nothing.
dude.
You know, so he wasn't even a headliner or anything. Now he's back, and now he's a headliner.
Isn't
now.
that weird, bro?
So
I mean, when I saw Cardi in 2019, like he wasn't a main headliner. I feel like he would be now.
yeah,
Yeah,
That too.
they say if you could headline Coachella, like you're set. Because
I
like
mean,
now I'm thinking
Cardi's
about like
headlining Rolling Loud.
I feel like Rosalia is pretty big, but I feel like she has the potential of being huge, like bigger.
yeah, of course.
So
She almost made it as a headliner. Her name was like
yeah, I
second
know.
on the list.
That's why I was like, dude, like I could totally see this girl like taking over, especially with like Bad Bunny in the conversation and like, you know, people really enjoying that type of music.
Mhm.
I think Rosalia is like a follow up next, especially because she's female. You know, it's like
Yeah,
people love a good female,
they need that.
great
Definitely.
performer.
I love female artists. We need more of them.
Rosalia. All
All
right,
right, female artists, bro. Y'all know Maggie Lidman?
who's that?
You know who that is? You know
Enlighten
she-
me,
Huh?
Enlighten me.
bro.
Maggie who?
Yeah, she does like pop punk type stuff, but I fuck with her, and she's a female artist.
What does she? You said Maggie. What?
Lidman,
What does she make?
like she just does like pop punk stuff.
Pop punk.
Yeah, like live band stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she could make her way into the. I don't know. I like her stuff. I think it's really good too. She's pretty big, I would say.
They need more of that right now.
Yeah,
Like pop punk female
Like-
artists.
Yeah,
Or just
female
different
artists in
stuff.
general. But that's what I'm saying is like she's a female artist and she's doing the like pop punk type wave.
Mhm. All right. So Suicide Boys, I mean, have always, I think they went to Coachella a couple times, right? Not that big. I mean, they're pretty big, but like as far as everybody, you know, like I feel like they didn't, like they had their own little demographic of people that really liked them. And then everybody else is kind of like, eh. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
because of TikTok, you know, you've seen like basically their whole catalog of music blew up. Like now it's like in the conversation of like, you know, everybody like kind of knows who the Suicide Boys are, or like, you know, has like at least that one song that they've seen on TikTok that has like, you know, probably 1 billion streams or something. So and now they're able to like get onto the big stage and perform, and there's like thousands of people reciting their music and stuff. And that's because of TikTok. So I found
Yeah.
that kind of crazy.
I felt Suicide Boys is more of a like an age thing. I feel like people more around like 20,
Yeah.
25 could like that a little bit more because that's kind of like the era.
that was the
Yeah.
era they came up in for sure.
Yeah, so
I think all it takes is literally one TikTok blow up. Because I remember when fucking nobody was going to see Suicide Boys, bro. And
Nah,
now it's like
facts.
after those couple songs on TikTok, it's like everybody's in the fucking crowd reciting that shit. And it's like, I don't
No, that's true though.
even know. what the
Young
fuck
Lean
is-
we went too.
Oh
Young
shit, I
Lean,
seen
yeah.
that, bro.
Young Lean.
2002 boys, baby.
Which is pretty crazy too.
You were just watching a video of him the other day.
That's actually pretty awesome to have Young Lean at Coachella. That's pretty crazy.
But see, that's like cultural impact right there.
Yeah.
But you know I stay. Bitches come and go.
Because he's not the biggest artist,
no,
yeah.
he's not. But he's definitely like.
and he's not the newest artist.
mm-mm.
What about that verse? Got my balls licked by
That song was all over TikTok, bro. All over TikTok.
See, but that's what it's like. TikTok is like kind of the fucking
curating the music of today.
Yeah.
I think TikTok
curating.
could be beneficial if you already have established audience.
Yeah,
Like Suicide Boys, like they already have an established audience. So if their song blows up, it could only help them, really, right? Or
Yeah.
even get them more streams. It's not going to hurt them. But I feel like if you're an artist trying to come up and you come up through TikTok and TikTok,
Oh, it's
I feel
bad.
like that's where it might not
it's where it gets
be.
messy.
Yeah.
I totally.
But I feel like if you're established already, you have audience, I feel like TikTok can't hurt you.
But
at all.
thanks to TikTok, there's a lot of artists that have been around, bro. Been around, but it's just they have one good song and people start using it and they're back
I
up
mean,
in the
there's-
spotlight again.
I
That's
mean,
what I
he's
was
like the
hoping-
biggest one that we know, but like Autumn, like Summers,
Yeah.
like, all those fools came up through TikTok too, and people might not know who they are, but I'm sure Rolly does. I know I do. And those are dudes that came up through that stuff too. They're just not as big as Yee and stuff like that, but they're from that same like
it's that same circle.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was because of TikTok too. And but they're not as big as Yeet. Like they still have audiences and they still, doing their shows and stuff like that.
Dude, why haven't they given Yeet a fucking headlining at Coachella, bro? Or at least within the lineup, dude. Why is the fucking masses just not fucking with dude?
To be honest, I think they'd be kind of low-key playing him a
They be blue balling that motherfucker.
Either that or he just doesn't want to do that, but I don't know. Like
I feel like he's not taken serious just because of the music and stuff. But
you think it's him?
I think it's just not taken serious.
Oh,
by the corporation, by the people on.
I totally agree, dude.
I think he's not being taken serious. Although he probably wants to or not, who knows? But I just feel like he's not being taken serious.
Also, at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of shows and low-key isn't the best performer.
I agree.
And that's a big thing as an artist.
But I think you got to still be
show.
within the conversation of like.
Oh, no, definitely. Definitely within the conversation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's not.
Is he even headlining at Rolling Loud?
I don't know. That's why it's like, what's happening, bro?
I don't know.
Maybe homie's just like, nah, I want to chill off all concerts until I'm like huge.
That's what I'm saying. It could be him. It could be him.
Yeah. His label's just not getting him money, dude. Fuck.
Could be him.
I saw that Rolling Loud at there's a Rolling Loud in Thailand.
Yeah, supposedly, I guess. I was like, bro, what?
I was like,
that's kind of crazy.
Ken Carson's in Thailand and shit. It's just crazy.
Dude, touring seems so fun, dude. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
It seems tiring, bro.
It does. I want to travel a lot. This year, we should make it a point where we explore the countryside.
Let me go up. We'll do some shows. We'll go on tour.
Yeah, I want to go to like fucking.
That's what I want to do. That's really what I want to do.
I always want to go to the South.
What's the next step for concerts? We talked about the visual, auditory, but like, what's gonna push the envelope? Because I looked at an old video, and we're gonna bring this up into a Graveyard Talks, but it's early 2006, right? So it's like still mic stand. And Daft Punk comes into the conversation, right? They're at Coachella 2006.
Mm-hmm.
They're the first people to really have, they had the pyramid with like the LED screens and like the lights. And that was kind of the emergence of like EDM, it's like that electrical, like visual kind of audience. And they say that was kind of the birthplace. So
I would agree.
What do you think might be birthed out of this, 2020, we're in 2023 right now. Is there anything that might push the envelope that might continue some sort of outspin of something?
It's kind of hard to say because it seems like everything's been done already.
Yeah, honestly, like
I agree,
for real.
Dude.
Like I've been trying to think like what's the next.
When you see that Daft Punk perform, because I've seen that, I've watched that.
Right.
I watched that. I'm not gonna say stream because it's not a stream, but I've seen that performance. And that's a set that could be used today and it's still gonna go hard.
Yeah, which is crazy.
The pyramid,
bro.
the lights, everything looks insane.
I gotta see.
Like, that still transitions to 2023, and that's 2006. So it's like, fuck. I'm waiting for that. I'm just like usually I feel like beautiful shit comes out of like like great art and especially like festivals and stuff. Like there's something coming.
Honestly, I think a big thing is the stage production. Like we have all the flames and smokes and all this cool lights, all that stuff. But I feel like if you could bring a world, like the ones that come up to mind is like let's take example for like Cardi, right? He has a crazy stage. He has the little gremlins on stage with him and stuff like that. But what if you could create like a stage atmosphere that really resembles like something like his stuff is like vampy and demonic. Maybe it's like a haunted house type of production stage. You know what I'm saying? Like the stage is like literally like a haunted house or something, and there's like the stage is a stage, but it doesn't look like a normal stage. Maybe it's got like tombstones and like all this different stuff. Like another one that comes to mind is I remember when, and this was on a smaller scale, when Lil Peep went on his tour, he was doing his show. He made it look like his bedroom, I guess, like that. Like, I guess.
Really?
But that's what I'm saying is like playing with the stage production and kind of bringing like a world into the show instead of just, a crazy stage with like smoke and fire and all this stuff like that. Like really make people feel like you're in a world.
Yeah.
Now thinking about it, I kind of do see a way that it could go crazy, but it'll probably take a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of like
we're giving
looking
away free
into
ideas and shit,
like
bro.
Say you have a backpack, right? Those bass backpacks. Everybody gets a backpack and this has like bass booming on their back, or like some way you could figure out to have a 3D production, have some glasses on, and you're looking at the perform. I don't know. I mean, it is possible now that you think about it. You just got to really think about it. Like, get deep into it.
We got to push the envelope. I feel like there's more that we could do. You know, whether it's like
What if you could wear like
or like IMAX.
What if you could? Yeah,
You know,
that's what I'm
like
getting
they
to.
But what if you
go
could,
win
like-
into the audience?
that's what I was
You
thinking.
know,
Like rain, bro. I was like, why don't we have like fake rain coming down?
dude. Honestly, that'd be really sick. Like
and like you said, like glasses,
like that's
maybe
part
some
of the
3D
show. It's
fucking
like
glasses.
okay, if you're gonna
3D
come to the
glasses.
show, like you know, it's almost like a 4D thing. It's like, oh, if you're gonna come to the show,
Exactly.
you're probably gonna get wet because you know there's fake rain going on. But like that's what it comes.
Why
back
aren't we
to
doing
is,
4D performances?
just wait, I want to do
10th
them.
dimension
crazy.
performances.
But just think of like you go into a show and it's like a whole world, you know, and it's like I don't know.
I totally agree.
Let's see, dude. Like I'm trying to think of something I would do just for the fun of it because this is fun to play with. But I envision like haunted houses and like flying bats and rain and spiders on the roof and drop. But like you know whether you do it with mechanics or props, but like
Lights.
really create this world that maybe like when you come in, you're like,
you know what it is?
this?
I'll let Virgo.
There is this thing in Las Vegas that they're building. It's like a dome, and it's
Mhm.
like an all LED dome for like entertainment purposes.
Whoa.
So I feel like that could really push the envelope as well. You're just looking around. It's just a big old dome of like screens, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in there.
I like
Honestly,
that.
that idea of the rain is so sick to me. Like, imagine like you go to a show and they tell you before, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like you're gonna get wet at this show."
Just
But
like
that's
fake
what it is.
blood, just fucking.
Yeah, or
going
like
at people.
fake blood, or just like it's like when you watch something in 4D, you know, at Universal or something. You know, there's water splashing on you, stuff like that. Like, imagine that, but at a show.
You know what I was just thinking? Like possibly if everything's already done, everything's kind of boring. We're talking about 4D, all these different things, and we're talking about worlds, right? You said worlds.
Creating a world.
We've seen the world of Playboi Carti, we've seen the world of Yeet, we've seen the world of Rosalia with Mota Mami, we've seen the world of Bad Bunny. It's like maybe we will always have Coachella rolling loud, but maybe it's gonna be like more like niche. So it's like you might go to like a Bad Bunny festival with like Bad Bunny artwork and Bad Bunny, you know, like music.
It's a Bad Bunny world.
That's like
Yeah.
Astro World.
Totally.
Okay,
like that.
yeah, and that's a pretty good
Just named it
example.
perfect.
Like,
It's already been done. Yeah, but
yeah, but like everybody needs to do that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or every big artist.
Because I think
it's
if your world is like great, you know, your audience is there, you have a really engaging sort of world you're creating. It's like, why can't everybody have their own Astro World?
no, definitely.
I would love to go to a fucking Haunted Mound fucking festival.
Dude, come to my world. You're getting free
All the colors
tattoos.
stuff,
You're
yeah.
getting free tattoos. There's a section where you can do witchcraft. You go to the show. There's a haunted house. Like
Sure.
Witchcraft
Holes,
section.
there's bats flying around and spiders
The
everywhere.
witchcraft tent.
See, that sounds really interesting to me.
That'd be fun.
It'd be super fun. The
Yeah.
artwork, the
Artwork.
performances, like the whole festival would just be decked out into like the world you really enjoy.
Maybe there's lightning, and if the lightning touches you, you just get absolutely shocked. Lightning hits you.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
I don't know. Like it sounds crazy, but I feel like that's what we need
It's
to
like
get
a
to.
haunted house. You're just like in one room, it's like tattoo shops, and another one is like a live performance.
Yeah, like you can go get a small tattoo.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm at what is that one? The Halloween thing at Universal.
Horror
Horror Nights.
Yeah, I want to feel like at Horror Nights.
But that's
like
what
when
I'm- okay,
everybody's
oh,
fucking-
that'd
But
be
that's literally what I'm
sick.
getting at is like,
Are people chasing you and shit?
Yeah.
yes, like the artists
Yeah.
create a world, bro. Like when you really go to this, like we're in this world. We're in Yeet's
Yeah.
world. We're in Bad
E World would
Bunny.
be fucking dope,
We're in
bro.
Cardi's world. Like,
UFOs.
Yeah, just UFOs and like hella like random organic objects, just like fucking like morphing and shit.
Yeet World, they have a fucking setup where you get free lean. You just have to start from
It's like a dispenser.
You know, on draft. It's just like,
yeah, it's like it's on draft. For real, they're like, you're just boarding you up.
Let me pour you a four, bro.
A
Yeah,
four real
it's on
quick.
draft.
Activist
I'm
or
dead.
Overpriced drafts.
What are the different brands?
he's like 400 a line, bro.
400 a lot.
Oh shit!
Would you
Or it's
like
probably
the,
like
What's your
50.
choice of soda?
Would you like Activist or the green?
They poured in like a double cup and like, you know what, dude, this is great, bro, because you know what this is, like, you know, Baby Boy's in fucking Universal, right? It's like
For real.
there's the Mario world,
Super Mario
there's
World.
fucking Star
Oh,
Wars.
yeah.
It's
Harry
like, dude,
Potter.
let's turn that shit into the music, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's what we need to do.
It's already been done. Like
Harry Potter is a pretty good resemblance. Like you just take that
That
shit
too.
at night. That's my world.
Now it's now
buddy?
that it's already been done, it's kind of like the evolution of concerts. Now it's like the evolution of the artist's world. So now it's like a lot to build on now. So
yeah,
that is something that could be huge, really.
yeah. I think it's gonna take a
Dude, I
special
love
person.
these ideas. Like I'm about to go crazy with just like thinking of stuff like that.
Because like artists get big, artists have successful careers, they do performances, they have festivals. That's already been done. You know, that's cool, but I think they really have to push. I think that's what's going to take like a fucking push. Like, what's next for you? You're
Some of these big
successful.
artists, I feel like, can do it too, because obviously that's going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. But
Yeah.
these
But
big
I feel
artists
like the
can do
return
it.
will be
I feel,
even
I
bigger.
feel like the return will be stupid.
Yeah, billions
Yeah.
possibly, because if you like, I know Astroworld probably makes
Think about movies, bro.
Are they still
Movies-
doing Astroworld or?
canceled.
But think about
Canceled.
movies. Like movies cost. Some movies cost. They got $1 million budgets, but the return is a couple. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of money to put in. But if it's done
Sometimes
correctly,
they use
the
like
return
50
is.
million, 100 million. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
dude. Michael Bay movies, like the budget they give him is ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Couple $100 million,
The slow
but then he
motion.
makes it back easy. Not even back, way more.
And they don't even have to do it independently because like Rock Nation, like a Golden Voice already exists. Like there's a lot of like big
the
corporations.
budget for
and companies.
Transformers, stupid.
As it
Makes the
should.
return. They're doing.
We have to get like Yeet
the 10th
partnering with
movie.
like Warner Brothers and like them creating something at Universal.
Imagine.
yeah, that would, like,
I mean,
Yeet
Universal's a
World.
record label too, so you like somebody signed to Universal, they could do something with Universal.
That is true. It's like, why didn't they doing that?
yeah, Universal.
We're
is
leaving a lot of
record-
money on the table, guys.
for
It's not
real.
family friendly.
We're gonna have to make a meeting. I'm gonna have to get a meeting with Universal. Be like, listen to me. Here's the vision.
Want to take my?
Let's build.
For let's link and build.
I got the horses in the back. That's
You go to a little Nas. There's like cowboys.
Nas
and, like,
world.
you can ride horses.
Everybody in ass chaps.
Everybody's on. Everybody's in ass chaps and a horse. Like while you're watching the show.
Billy Ray Cyrus just like everywhere.
You got like the little loop thing. And you're just like.
That'd be dope. All right. I want to go to Caller's World. I want to go to the 24K world as well.
Whoa.
You might be in the Skeleton World as well. That was going to be the name of this podcast, Skeleton World.
Skeleton
But we're
world.
still
still living in it, guys.
Definitely still in the skeleton world.
Still in the skeleton world.
But we're at the
Skeleton.
The Skeleton.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on the morning show. Amazing episode. Remember, we're here every Monday at 11 a.m. And if you did enjoy this content, we have a Patreon where we have multiple other morning shows and other episodes on there with these young guys.
For $5.
Only $5. Great content.
Dude, if you don't got the Patreon, you're slacking because there's about to be some bangers on there. There already is bangers, but we need to get to that. Too.
Totally agree. We're going to review Daft Punk and Car Jiu-Jitsu after this. So check it out on the Patreon. Appreciate you guys and see you in the next one.
Love y'all.
Later. Good morning.